soon because I actually auditioning for something related to Undertale Yellow. So I still need to send some stuff in, but I'll likely be back because your voice is a microdose of serotonin with every syllable. That's so sweet. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's a chalupa stream. I am going a little earlier than normal since I have a studio session pretty soon. And actually, let me recalibrate myself a little bit. Well, I get something. There we go. All right. Here we are. See you in a bit, Beckett. Good luck. Break a leg. Exciting. All right, let me just close my sauce so that doesn't get anywhere. Oh my goodness. I pushed eating way closer to stream start time than I should have. But I'm so excited to see everybody. And I'm so excited to be here. I am a huge fan of Fields of Mistria. I have a file that's already in winter that I got through in only a couple of weeks shortly after the initial release, the early access release. So I actually haven't made it to 6 hearts with anybody yet on that file. But for this one, I will be doing a new file. And see you later, I have a body to find, Hunt. Best of luck and be gentle. All right. Man, there is something stuck in my teeth. I'm so sorry. Nope, I guess that's just gonna be there. That's fine. We make do. Anyway. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. So I was planning on doing an entirely new file, even though I have my other file. So, but I can show what that one looks like a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had like a bunch of different saves with the same thing. Predictably, I, did things the way that I do. But, in terms of making my character look a certain way, and I am sleepy. It is still pretty early for me. But, I'm gonna move this just a little. There we go. And I didn't actually have it visible. I can fix that. Boop, there we go. Now that can be seen. And should I be a little bit smaller? Just like one incy bit smaller? I've made myself a little bigger. Beep. There we go. Looks much better. But I can't stay for long, but I hope you have a good stream. Maybe I can catch the tail end of it. That's just fine. Stay as long as you like. You are always welcome whenever you're able to be here. And it's exciting to have you nonetheless. And I will unmute Fields. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Ha, 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 ha. Ooh, one more thing I'm going to have to... There we go. There we go. All right. And what I was showing earlier is this is what my character looks like in my other save file. This is all one file. I guess I made separate saves for some reason. I thought I was in winter, but I guess I'm at the end of fall. Which does make sense. But... Ooh, okay. I haven't seen the new hairs and accessories and things that they've added since the initial release. So it'll be exciting to do a little new character builder thing. Ooh. There we go. Oh, shoot, it changed. There we go. All right. Booting up from the beginning. Exciting. So, in my original file, my first file, I was pursuing Island, so I'm probably gonna do somebody else this time around. Actually, I wouldn't mind putting it to a vote with the chat at some point. See what people are most interested in seeing. But I'm big Island fan. I do enjoy the effeminate man. Still working, sis? Oh, Island! I didn't realize how late it had gotten. I thought you could use a nice hot cup of coffee. Thank you.
So how is the town revitalization plan coming along?
It's nearly there, I think. I've cataloged the earthquake's damage, listed out the various repairs necessary, and even made plans to replenish our emergency stockpile by the end of summer. The only thing we're missing now is to help see it through.
With Mother and Father called away to the capital and people leaving after the earthquake, there certainly are fewer hands helping around. If only we could attract new villagers to move here. Mistria is such a beautiful place. The small town charm, the rich history of the area, the rolling farmland.
See, this is why I like him. He's a fucking nerd. He's such a nerd. It's so charming. That's it! The old farm south of town! Why don't we send a notice to the Adventurers Guild in the capital? Surely someone out there will agree to aid the town in exchange for land with such potential.
That's a great idea!
I'll get started on it. Thank you, Island. I wonder who will answer the call. Hello! Hello, Demifly! Nice to have you. Excited to be here. It's early in the morning compared to the usual. But happy to be here. Oh, haven't gotten far. We're in the character customization. I made my last one, Chula, also. But I should actually type for this. I could just be Chula again. There's be no problem with that, probably. Yeah. Ooh, I could name my farm animals after chatters. That would be fun. See her, as always. And my usual go-to is because my birthday is September 20th. I go with Fall 20, even though it's technically September, like technically still summer. It's just right on the edge of summer and fall. So I guess I could do for something different, Summer 20, maybe? Yeah, I could do that. I'll probably be playing this file quite a bit on stream. I love this game so much. It's such a sweet game. Okay. As for the farm name, any suggestions, chat? Anybody want to suggest anything? Because if not, I can go with, oh yeah, there's no pets yet. I can't have Meeks with me. Weh. I presume eventually in that case. I could go with, oh, I know. Meekless plebeian! It's unfortunate. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Kitty. Oh, alas. She's chilling out on the heated blanket right now because it's been a little bit chilly since we had a windstorm. Or we technically have one. It's going to be lasting until the end of stream. We had a power outage. For about maybe like 5 hours yesterday. So I was a little nervous because the power grid is pretty bad over here, that I might lose power again during stream. But so far so good. And that's for the best. If by chance I do end up losing power today, I'll ooh! Thank you so much for the follow! Oh, is that Poison Pear? Oh, it's Poison Pear. Hello. I remember you. I was looking for you on Blue Sky to see if you had an account over there I could follow as well. I still adore your model. It's so fun. It does not look like they have added, it still seems like they haven't added any pigtails, so the closest they have are the twin braids still. Oh, shame. I wanted to thank you again for the raid a few days ago. Thank you so much for showing up. It was absolutely a pleasure. You're actually quite a good streamer. Really expressive as well. I guess you gotta be with such an interesting model as well. Oh, as a shout out, Poison Pear over here has a model that's basically like a photorealistic or close to a photorealistic pear with a face. Think like annoying orange levels of interesting. I just thought it was fascinating, and it's very unique. I highly recommend that you give them a follow. You know, I don't think I asked. What are your pronouns? I also shouldn't assume. It's literally just a pear. Oh, hello, Fayhaven! You have not missed much, not at all. I've actually just started. I'm currently building my character model. Though, oh, they have more colors, though. Could do that. Well, it's a little too blonde. Maybe this? Ah, him! All right, I will keep that in mind. Maybe we could collab someday. That might be fun. All right. No, maybe I should go one darker. I think that's what I had with my other file. Yeah. I know it is just exactly the same, but alas. Yeah, I think it would be fun. Do you have VNet yet? Will do. We should exchange Discords at some point then. I'm still relatively new myself, but nonetheless. Okay. I'll check out the eyes. VNet. VNet is DLC for VTube Studio, and it essentially lets you collab by having two models on at the same time. So I've done it before. I've used it before with Robo Aza, who's a friend of mine, and we played Mahjong together that way. But essentially we'd have like my model here on one side, and then we'd have your model on the other, and we could have like a game in between, something like that. I have another collab coming up, actually, in a couple of weeks with Nightly Virtues, who is another member of Patchworks. Very exciting. I don't mind having just this eye as well. Here. Do we want to go with, since I have heterochromia, should I go with the blue or the purple? Yeah, no, it's specifically a DLC, and it's I think $20 or technically $19.99, but you know, it's 20 after tax, as one does. I'm leaning the purple. I'll go with purple. Yeah, the full anime. Let's see. The right amount of tan. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, they have a couple of dresses now. I did something similar by having 2 instances of VTube Studio to stream with my friend. Ah, you see, but VNet Collab has you don't need to download the other person's model. Their model will automatically import into your VTube Studio, which is very nice. Poiple! Upwards of 2 dresses. I could do this one. No, that one feels a little too grandma for me, so I will stick to this. Yeah, but I could take a look and see if they do have skirts, but not one that I think is worth having right now. Boots! Boots. Or short boots, maybe? Yeah! Seems like a Cody dress. I think so. It almost feels like a corduroy kind of material. Fluffy dress. There we go. All right, this looks good to me. Yes. Hopefully, eventually, they'll give me pigtails, because I want those. I've always wanted them. Actually, in one of their feedback forms, I submitted give me pigtails. They just haven't yet. Braids will just have to do.
Hello there.
Booties. Fields of Mistria. It's sort of like, you know Stardew Valley? It's like that, but closer to the originator of Stardew Valley, like Harvest Moon style. Though the mine system in this game, very inspired by Stardew. I like the mines in this game better than Stardew, I think. Yeah, Stardew is so fun! I've been a big fan of the farming sims for a very, very long time. Rune Factory 4 is one of my favorite games ever. Rune Factory 4 is so good! Oh, you've completed Stardew? I've never gotten that far. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever made it to past fall in Stardew. I have a short attention span, as one does. Rune Factory is like Stardew, Harvest Moony, except it's a fantasy RPG. So it's all about magic and dragons and all sorts of things like that. And I think that out of all of these kind of styles of game, that Rune Factory has the deepest characters. Like, there's so much depth to all of them. They all have their own quest lines and personalities and backstories and 200 plus hours! Yeah, that explains a lot. I believe that. There's so much content in Stardew. It's amazing. And the fact that every single update is free, I admire the creator a lot. Rune Factory is great. I highly recommend, if you're gonna get Rune Factory, though, you get Rune Factory 4 and not Rune Factory 5. Because Rune Factory 5 is kind of garbage, but Rune Factory 4 is, it's a staple. That's probably the game that I have the most hours put into ever. It's so good. Dillis, my beloved. I married Dillis. If you think 200 hours is a lot, you ain't seen nothing. I'm ADHD. I don't have the attention span for 200 hours of gameplay. I think I had maybe somewhere around 100 for Rune Factory 4, and that's a massive achievement for me. Didn't expect to see anyone else out this way. The roads have been a real mess since the earthquake. I'm Balor, a traveling merchant. Pleased to meet you. Let me guess. You're here at Lady Adeline's request? She mentioned someone had taken her up on her offer. Let's see. She said she was looking for a capable adventurer! We sure could use one. There's a lot to do to get Mistria back up on its feet. I'll walk with you the rest of the way, if you don't mind the company. No wagons can get through since the bridge collapsed, so I've had to carry what I can on foot. Hollow Knight is my most played, and that's probably 150 hours. Yeah, one of my friends, Non, who actually shows up here a lot, is one of my knights, one of my mods, has played so much Hollow Knight. I think Hollow Knight looks way too hard for me. I wouldn't be able to do it. 200 hours is a lot. I've played 100 hours of Tribe 9 in the last 2 weeks! How? I could never. Actually, that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I've gotten around 200 hours in Project Sekai Colorful Stage, so... Alright, let's see. Great, let's go! I'm sorry, my masculine voice capabilities are just so not there. I should get better at that eventually. Whew. We should be able to make it before it gets dark. Come on, we'll head straight to your new farmstead. I feel that. LOL me when I try to do feminine voices. Yeah. I really admire people who do voice training. It's not easy. Saying this as a voice actress, it's not easy. It's my first gacha game. It kind of sucked me in. That's fair. I do want to play it eventually. I probably will, because I hear they're planning on making some changes. So it's on my list of things to play once it gets its fixes that it needs. Hollow Knight may be a little tricky for you, but it's really cool. I've watched Non play a little bit, and the gameplay does look fun. It's just I'm so bad at platformers. Absolutely terrible at them. You're a voice actor too? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm a professional. I am an anime. And some games. I want to play Cassette Beast sometime.
Let's see. Lord Island, look who I found at the edge of the forest. Chula, I presume. Welcome, welcome. I'm Island. It's wonderful to meet you. You're in good hands, Chula. I'm off to the inn. It's been a long day and I need a hot meal. I'll see you around.
Pro? Oh, I wish. Yeah. It's been my dream for a long time. Since I was, like, very small to be doing voice acting. So I'm so grateful to have been able to do that nowadays. Long time coming, you know? Is Tribe 9 like is the Tribe 9 game a baseball game? So the anime is baseball. I don't actually know much about the gacha game yet. I'm so bad at voice training. I have no discipline. It just cripples my mental health. I've always thought of it like exercising, but having to fixate on your inflection at all times, it's just mentally difficult. Yes. Voice work is not easy. It's one of those things that you kind of have to be doing a long time before it becomes second nature. So, I'm lucky to have been doing stage acting and things like that since I was really young.
So what do you think? Nice, isn't it? You're right outside of town. Great soil for farming. And look at this house! Forced out walls with a rich history. Let's go inside, shall we?
But the thing with when it comes to voice training to either sound more feminine or masculine is you really have to... It's more than just the shape of your vocal cords. It also is about the way you enunciate. And it's just so many levels of difficult that I don't know. I'd really need a coach for it. Just a minute. I've been lucky to have a good range, but yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
It appears we're not quite ready for you.
That's why you can get like a barbershop quartet that's all men, but it's really, really hard to find a feminine voice that's a bass. That's hard.
It appears we're not quite ready for you. But not to worry. I'm sure she'll only need a moment.
I'm used to roughing it, honestly. No need. You must be Chula. I'm Adeline. Thank you so much for answering my request. My brother and I are so excited to have a real adventurer here to help the town. I hope you like your new farm. It has lots of potential, don't you think? I'm not really a voice actor, but I do a lot of voicing games I play and TTRPGs. One thing I'm happy with is my ability to do feminine mask voices. You know, people who can do that, people who can swap between both. It's so difficult, and I admire it a lot. Even if you're not pro, being able to, like, get the vibe of it is a lot of work. So, I'm impressed. Why don't you come inside? Welcome to your new home. Wow, that was fast.
Would you like a quick tour of the room?
I've played this before. I can skip the tour. I love voice acting games. Me too. I play a lot of, like, really... I've talked about this before in a previous stream, but I've played a lot of, like, really poorly translated otome games, like dating sims. Because voicing things with a bunch of typos and bad grammar in it is so much fun. Most of them I could not play here. I thought you might be hungry when you got here, so I stopped by the inn and picked up this bowl of their famous vegetable soup.
Well, I'm sure you're worn out from your long day. We won't keep you up.
Welcome to Mistria, Chula. We're so glad to have you. Let's meet up tomorrow so we can start discussing our plans for the town restoration.
A couple of weeks ago, me and some friends hung out IRL and voiced through of the Devil together, and it was a lot of fun. Yes! Yes, I'm in the process of playing the first chapter. Sarah is my new favorite character. I loved Emma in the prologue, but Sarah is my new favorite. I love her so much. I heard Minton recently, who's an NBVA, and their range is incredible. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think that there's not a whole lot. Well, it's actually slowly and steadily increasing. There's a lot more, like, NB voice actors in the professional scene. But for a long time, there weren't that many. I have really enjoyed. Let's see. Okay, soup and sword. Oh, right. You only get the birthdays for the people you've met so far. Duh. Oh, right! There's a whole bunch of new festivals since last time. I share a birthday with Highland. Oops. I played Reyes, the Brat, and the Defendant. I love Brat. Fran is so good. Birthday twins. Ah, Shooting Star Festival is one of the new ones I haven't seen yet. And there's supposed to be one other one that's coming out on the 10th. Since we're getting another Fields of Mistria update in 5 days. I auditioned for Dalv, Clover, and an ensemble of people, if curious. Ooh, good luck! I wish you the best! I presume this is a fan dub? I'm back, by the way. Welcome back. I am a big fan of fan dub. Hello! You must be Chula. I'm Celine. It's so nice to meet you. I live in the cottage north of here. I'm so excited that we'll be neighbors. In fact, I brought you a little housewarming, field warming present. Here is a hoe. You'll need it to till your fields. I love gardening myself, so I had an extra one laying around. Give me one moment. I need to blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, Chula, after you finish chapter 1 of the Devil, take a look at Jello's playthrough, because I adore Will as Sarah? That's an interesting choice. No, actually, no, he's actually pretty good at, like, the perky peppy, so I can see it. If you want to expand your field size, though, you'll need a shovel. They are available at my family's general store. I will check it out. I did watch their ESAT playthrough after I finished playing ESAT myself. And here are the 3 bags of tulip seeds to get you started. Our store also carries a selection of other seeds, so be sure to stop by. I hope you'll consider growing lots of flowers. No, I like flowers. It's like 30% people. Yes, I have heard people. That tracks. Thank you, I love flowers. Oh, it's a music thing. Oh, like fan songs and such? Ah, that's fun. Oh, I'm glad. You know, Mistria has a rich horticultural history. Hayden. Here he is.
Morning, neighbor. My name's Hayden. I run the Sweetwater Farm to the west. You don't gotta tell me your name, Chula. You're already the talk of the town.
I wish I could get lower than that.
Hayden! You almost galloped straight into poor Chula.
Don't mind my horse. He just likes meeting new folks as much as I do.
I think I need to lie down.
Well now, my apologies. Here, let me make it up to you. Take this watering can. You'll need it to water your crops every day if you want them to grow big and strong. And here are 3 bags of turnip seeds. Turnips are good raw, and they're even better cooked.
The whole town will surely appreciate more shipments of fresh produce. I do a decent vampire accent? You mean like You mean like a Transylvanian accent? Specifically? Yeah, Hayden's great though. It's really rare for a game like this to have not only like an older guy, but an older guy who's like, what's the word? Like big and buff in a realistic way. Where he's very chunky in his muscle versus the lithe muscular that you'll see in movies. That requires you being extremely dehydrated. But oh, no need to apologize. I'm just joking around. You're all good. But yeah, no, Hayden is such a unique character design for these games. He's really fun too. He's an interesting character. Oh, I know my way around the farm. We can skip the tutorial. Thanks, but I already know my way around a farm. Wow, so you've done this before. That's great.
Now don't be shy, Chula. Come by anytime if you want to chat. I'd love to introduce you to all my animals.
I'm sure you must be eager to meet up with Adeline. Just head north of here and the road will take you right into town. Let me move my cursor a little, maybe. Yeah. Strangely, I can get really high-pitched. I believe that. I believe that. I'm very jealous of people who can. I think one of my things that I really want to focus on for this playthrough specifically is I'd really like to focus more on my farm being pretty. Because I do not have a pretty farm in my regular file. I just kind of throw things down. Oh, I need a... Yep, that's fine. But I don't have the tools to make it all pretty right now. Hi, sorry I'm a bit late. Welcome, Star Dynamo. Nice to have you. What's the word? Stout, portly, stock? Well, stout and portly, I think, like generally give you the image of someone who's tall, short. Whereas Hayden is very, very tall. Hayden is very tall. So, so stocky is probably correct. Look up Jeff Castellucci if you want to feel insignificant when it comes to your lower range. Oh no, don't worry about it. I already feel insignificant with my low range. I tend to like clearing my farm a little bit before I do anything. Personal tastes. One of the first things I do in every Harvest Moon and Stardew file is clear out my farmland. You know, another thing I really like about Fields of Mistria specifically is that your free open farmland area is so big that the expansion is like you don't need to expand it as much as you do some other games. That was one of the worst parts about Rune Factory 5 specifically, is your farmland is so fucking tiny. Like, they give you a bunch of extra farmland later, but it's so inconvenient to get to. I'd rather just have my main farmland area be nice and easy to access. Yeah, I have a friend who I'm trying to get to watch some Ebon Ward, and I'm using the bait of Peepo. Peepo's so cute, that's fair. I always think of, when it comes to like high-pitched voices, I don't really care for Mafu Mafu singing very much, but Mafu Mafu is one of the highest pitched masculine voices I've ever heard, and he is quite skilled. It's just not as much to my tastes. Also, the songs that he tends to write are just not my genre as well. I'm more orchestral kind of person. Have you ever seen the Cuphead show? No, I have not. I have not played Cuphead either, because Cuphead is falls under the same issue as Hollow Knight of, this game looks way too hard for me. I'm jazz all the way. I also love jazz. Jazz is so good. I just love traditional sounding instruments so much. Do you know Bull? If you do you know Bull? Yeah, I haven't watched the show, unfortunately. Haven't heard much buzz around it from my friend group. And oftentimes when it comes to watching things that aren't anime, it heavily relies on whether or not my friends are into it and having a good time watching it. That's one of the reasons I found Owl House, is I had a friend who was really into it. Oh. And the Owl House, by the way, is absolutely phenomenal. It's so good. Which means you should play Cuphead. The soundtrack won a Grammy. Really? I actually didn't know that. Huh. Yes, I've heard some of the songs, though. I have, I believe, used some of the songs for tabletop-like things. So, so the soundtrack has come my way. Even though I have not watched the show or played the games. It's a really good soundtrack! Hi there, Chula! I was hoping I'd run into you. Your timing is perfect. I'm sure you're eager to start helping Mistria and its citizens, so I'm here to tell you all about our town's request board. Come with me. As the name implies, villagers post their requests here every day. You'll receive rewards whenever you complete them. It's a great way to earn money, equipment, and most importantly, renown. I know this. Can't wait to get started. I'm so glad. Allow me to explain the basics of renown. As you know, Mistria is just one of the many towns that make up the kingdom of Aldaria. All of them receive a town rank according to their renown level. Towns with a higher town rank enjoy more popularity and more support from the capital. Mistria's renown level was improving prior to the earthquake. Since then, though, we're down 2 entire town ranks. As daughter and heiress of Mistria's Baron, improving this situation is my highest priority. With your help, we'll repair the earthquake's damage, raise Mistria's town rank, and put this village back on the map. Why don't you go ahead now and accept your first request? One I just put up for you. I don't think I run anything where Cuphead would be fitting, but I should keep it in my mind for RPGs. I specifically was running a... how do I describe this? I was running a written tabletop kind of thing, where every level, every world had an entirely different vibe to it. And one of the worlds was a steampunk train amusement park. And steampunk train amusement parks fits Cuphead soundtrack actually very well. There's in fact even a train song in it, so I did steal that. Greet the townsfolk. Yes. It's a lot of fun, though. Have you heard of the Fool's Gold? Into the Bellowing Wilds? No, is that a game? Perfect, that was easy, right? I'm sure you want to meet your new neighbors as much as they want to meet you. And as you get to know them better, your journal can keep track of your relationships with them and even document their favorite gifts. And what can I do to make you like me, Adeline? And what do you like, Adeline? Well, tulips are nice, and they are in season right now. I hope you'll be growing some on your farm. You can view the map in your journal. It should give you a good idea where people are. Isn't that helpful? And each time you meet someone, it will update. You can think of this as the first step on our path to restoring the town. Isn't this exciting? Come talk to me once you're done meeting everyone. Simp choice, yeah! My roommate Penny was pursuing Adeline, but stopped because decided she wanted to wait for the rest of the game to be done. Or at least for, like, marriage to be out. It's a D&D campaign turned animated storytime YouTube series turned campaign setting. Ooh, that's interesting. I could look into that. Like an amusement park on a train, or a train-themed amusement park? So it was an amusement park that had a train circling the entire amusement park, and every like ride in the amusement park was steampunk style. So I guess it was closer to a train-themed amusement park than it was a an amusement park on a train. It's very good. I'm running it for my friends. Yes, I have some. So I've actually never DM'd anything outside of like the written kind of tabletop stuff, because I find that writing things is easier for me to improv. And as a DM, you have to be really, really quick on your feet when plans change. And so having the option of having written things where I can think a little bit more helps me out a lot. And a lot of pre-made campaigns don't really work written. I have to like make my own custom campaign to be made to work written. So, but I have a lot of DM friends who I'm sure would be interested, so I can take a look at that. I've DM'd one thing, it's pure chaos. Yeah. You can never expect what your players are gonna do. They will do some weird shit. I was watching Aram stream a CRPG recently, and at one point, he stopped to examine his dialogue choices and said, now chat, should I put the simp choice or the Iron Hand of Authority choice? That sounds like him. Yeah, my friends are real split the party types. They're hard to DM for. Yeah. I don't mind splitting the party sometimes. I think sometimes it's actually the best decision to make when your party is really better suited to different things. For example, if you have 2 people who are really good at stealth and then the other 3 wearing heavy armor, sometimes you kind of gotta. But, like, my big thing is when you do, I think you should communicate before you split the party. As long as everybody is in agreement out of character that that's a fine thing to do, I think we're all good. But oh boy, sometimes they try to kill an NPC that was supposed to be important and you weren't expecting them to kill. That happens sometimes. My friend is running a super intrigue-based campaign with a bunch of shit going on, so splitting is inevitable. Yep, it certainly happens. Oh, that's the thing. I made it chaotic, not my players. Oh! Well, now I want to hear the story, Pear. I pulled the "you most certainly try" on one of my players in the most recent session. Yeah! Sometimes that is what you gotta do. One of the quests I made specifically involved helping a really suspicious woman get in contact with a series of people. And every single time she was put in contact with one of these people, a missing poster went up in town that you could see. This person, this important CEO or rich famous person has gone missing. And but they continued to help her without really thinking about it. And they helped her get in contact with an NPC that I had specifically designed for the party to like and appreciate, and killed him off. I did that. That was me. That was great. I chose to do that. It was really great. Because the person that they were putting in contact, because they were simping for this woman, because this woman is like, she was like a jazz singer in a club, really pretty. So they were like, oh, yes, miss, we will do anything for you. My little chula evil moments. I love that campaign because my character is good at 2 things, being emotionally honest and fighting. And the campaign has been about lying and intrigue, and there's only been 1 combat in the last 3 sessions. Yeah, sometimes it's like that too.
Yeah, I rolled super low on an important mob boss, and that's strongly linked to the ongoing story. I had to allude to the fact that they were one of a group of septuplets, just to avoid the problem. In the end, about half of the players were like, I do not regret this. I do not regret helping the hot, pretty jazz singer. Yeah, the party was immediately adopted by the first goblin with any individuality. I remember this one time I rolled a nat 1 and then re-rolled it twice and got a nat 1 each time! I've done that too, kind of. So, one of my... Sorry, I just put my controller down because I have to Oh, I don't have a 3D model, but this is one of those things where you have to gesture to explain. So one of my friends and I, who was a fellow player in one campaign I was in, we were trying to help with this disease that was spreading in a town. This was in Crown of the Kobold King. And we were 2 people with medical knowledge. So we wanted to help with the disease that was spreading in town. And I rolled a 2, and my fellow player rolled, I think, a 4. And we both decided to hero point it, and both of us rolled a nat 1. That's about what our luck was like, generally. Isn't 3 nat 1s like a 1 in 8,000 chance? Funny how often it actually happens. Yeah! I think it's because people remember when they roll that many nat 1s in a row more often than they do when they do when they're rolling well. Because, you know, the frustration sticks with you. Isn't this exciting? Come talk to me once you're done meeting everyone. I'm thirsty. Let me get a drink. Take a sippy. This is a water check for you all if you have any. The crazy part is I rolled those 3 in 3 separate ways. I'm running a pre-made adventure, but I had to put it down for a month or 2 just because I have to change so much. Because as cool as they can be, I always have tons of problems with even the best adventure. Yeah. Scuffs happen when you're running tabletop. I think one of the most common scuffs, I guess one of the worst scuffs to deal with is when you have drama among the players. Those are the least pleasant ones, anyway. But scheduling tends to be more of an issue than anything else. I had to drop out of the Crown of the Kobold King recently because scheduling issues came up, and it just wasn't doable for me anymore, unfortunately. They wanted to play until really late at night, and I'm like, I work day shift now. I have to go to bed. Thank you, Chula. Oh, that's sweet. Happy to be here. All right, let's see. Anything else? No. I'll get started meeting everybody.
Oh, you must be Chula. Welcome to Mistria. I'm Nora. I run the general store in town with my husband and our daughters. I'm also head of the Chamber of Commerce and the Saturday Market. Though unfortunately the Saturday Market has been on hiatus since the earthquake caused the bridge in town to collapse. Valor is currently the only merchant in town that even attempts the trip these days, and he has to do it all on foot.
Broken Bridge? I think I can help.
Oh, right. Adeline did mention you'd be helping in a town in exchange for the farm. If the broken bridge were repaired, all sorts of merchants could resume bringing in their wares into town on Saturdays. You'd love it! Anyway, if you need anything in the way of seeds and supplies, please stop by the store at any time. Chula, I'm glad I bumped into you. I'd forgotten to mention, make sure that you put anything that you want to sell into the shipping bin next to your house. I'll pick up your shipments and leave you the payment overnight. The shops in town depend on the stock I procure for them, so we're all looking forward to your business.
How much money do I have? Nothing. I have none money left beef. Okay, let's see. Anybody in here? Yes.
Well, hello there. You must be the new face in town. Nice to meet you, Chula. I'm Holt.
See, here's the thing, is if Holt was dateable, I would be a homewrecker.
it would be a homewrecker. Holt has so many character traits that I just absolutely adore. You know.
Nice. Yes. I've been wondering who moved into that old farm.
Ayo! I've had to change the tone of the campaign from the ground up because I prefer funny, but the campaign's bad guys plan is to kill everything in this entire valley. So if I kept that, none of the subordinates would be fun, and the people about that would be feeling weird. So there are ways that you can do that, where you keep the villain's goals really shitty, but have some comedy and humor involved anyway. And often the best way to do that is to have the underling's personality be incompetent. I think incompetent or silly, you can still have a horrible plan while having a silly personality make things a little bit more lighthearted. But it's true that sometimes really dark plans are harder to get past. We picked up a homebrew rule where if you roll a nat 20 on an attack, it's double damage, and if you roll a second nat 20, it's quadruple damage. If you get 3 nat 20s in a row, God himself had decided its entirety shall be wiped off the face of the earth. That's actually a really fun homebrew rule. Oh, I know some people who would... Well, I mostly play Pathfinder 2 these days, so it's a little bit harder to get that working with how crits are so much easier to get in that system. He does seem great. Oh, look at him. You can't make him not dateable. Come on. Unfortunately, he's married. I would love to steal him for myself, though. I'm like the world's only Holt simp, though. He's just like nice dad bod kind of guy who tells a lot of funny puns. There's not much to dislike about him. What, like marriage is an excuse? I'll be your third. I'm pleased to meet you too, Holt.
That's a good one. Anywho, my wife Nora and I run the general store. Our girls, Celine and Dell, help out as well. Stop by yourself if you ever need supplies.
I just love him. He's so good. Dev changes it to an open relationship. Best of both worlds.
Oh, I wish.
Okay, let me look at the map. See who's around. Lots! Genuinely, I think what the devs might be more likely to do, though, is I could see them potentially doing, oh gosh, I forget their names. Valen and, the magical girl shoujo villain character, who's a witch, the one with purple hair, who goes, oh! Incompetent and funny just makes me feel bad that such funny little guys are being screwed over and manipulated, actually evil. That's fair. That's fair. Everyone has their own comfort levels. How are things on the farm, Chula? Settled in yet? Remember, I'm just up the road if you need an extra pair of hands. Reina. What? Who? I'll show her off whenever I see her. I think her name was Josephine. I could be wrong. But Josephine and Valen, I could see devs making a poly relationship with you, the farmer, and Josephine and Valen. Or Valen, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it looks like Valen, but... Oh, hello! You must be the new farmer. My name is Reina. My family owns the Sleeping Dragon Inn. It's my pleasure to meet you, Chula. So what brings you to Mistria, if you don't mind me asking? I heard there was free land up for grabs! Adeline worked really hard on this initiative. I have to admit I wasn't sure anyone would actually take her up on it. I'm glad you did, though. I can't wait to see what types of produce you'll grow. Well, I hope you'll stop by and try my cooking sometime. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, Josephine's this one. That's not the one I was talking about. I remember there was a character named Josephine, though. Josephine is also married.
Hello there. You must be our new farmer. Adeline mentioned you'd be arriving soon. Delighted to meet you, Chula. You can call me Josephine, though I also go by Joe. I've run the Sleeping Dragon Inn with my husband, Hemlock, and our children, Raina, Maple, and Luke. Have you met them all yet? Stop by any time, dear. You're always welcome when you need a meal or just want to chat. It'd be my pleasure to serve up either. Now, who do we have here? Are you the new farmer everyone's talking about? Great to meet you, Chula. I'm Hemlock. If you ever need a good meal, a cold drink, or some good company, be sure to stop by the Sleeping Dragon Inn. There's always a cauldron of hearty soup kept hot for anyone who wants a bowl.
I want a bowl. Soup looks great today. Today's flavor is corn chowder. Do you want a bowl of soup? Yes, I fucking do. Ha! Yeah, the designs in this game are just so good. Hemlock is a sick name. Why don't you just name your kid after a poison? Yeah, just name your kid after a poison. Hi, are you the new farmer? My name's Maple. Where did you live before you came here? Have you ever been to the capital? That's where the royal family lives, you know? You can ask me anything. I know all about them.
Please excuse me.
Soup! Saroba, where are you? Hello! Are you the one moving to the old farm? I'm Dell. That place is haunted, you know. Haunted with monsters! I swear I saw one hiding behind a tree! Let me know if you ever have any trouble, and I can take care of them for you. I love Dell. Dell's so cute. She just wants to be a knight.
Hello, do you like bugs?
Yes.
Excellent! My name's Luke. I'm so excited to have a fellow insect enthusiast in town. Finally! Wait until I tell my sisters.
You do such great kid voices. It's actually one of my specialties. It's, most of what I got last year was children. Voice acting wise. Most of my roles. Though this year has been, so far, teenagers. Oh no, actually I have had one recurring kid. And if you've been watching Zenshu, which is great by the way, I highly recommend it. I'm one of the extra kids, one of the children. Specifically like a little blonde child girl who keeps re-showing back up in the background. She doesn't have a name, but but she's there. So I've been in multiple different episodes as her. Anyway, this is Valen. She's hot. She was one of my top choices. I was down, like, there's so many really likable and hot characters in this game that it has been hard. It was hard to pick who I was going to end up pursuing in my main file. It took me a long while to decide on Island, but Valen was on the list.
Hello, you must be the new farmer. Chula, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been watching Zenshu! Oh, thank you so much for the follow! Oh, let me read. That is Zatch23. Happy to have you here. Sorry, I smacked my headphones on my microphone. Oops. It's nice to meet you, Valen.
You too, Chula. I hope you're getting settled in all right. Running a farm is hard work. Be sure that you get plenty of sleep and eat well to keep your energy up.
Wow. Here we go. Here we go. Juniper! I knew it started with a J! Anyway, Valen and Juniper. Valen and Juniper. If devs release a marriage or, like, route option where Valen and Juniper and you all date each other, that would be amazing. Because Valen and Juniper have, like, the most, lesbian tension
romantic tension going on in the world every time they talk to each other. Yeah. Juniper! So you're the newcomer. Is that right? Well, Chula, you can call me Juniper. I recently opened the one and only bathhouse in this backwater village. What's a lady like you doing in a place like this? She was also in my top options. I love Juniper. There's a dragon who in the adventure is just boring, but I've changed so he dresses like a prince and plays up being a scary dragon, because among the other dragons, he's actually a runt who is trying not to get his throat ripped out for being annoying. So where he is in the adventure is where he gets to be the strong person in the first time in his life. Oh, yeah, so she looks like a Sailor Moon character. I actually genuinely believe that Juniper was inspired by Queen Beryl from Sailor Moon, because she specifically looks like a Sailor Moon villain. What's a place like you doing in a lady like this? Oh, yeah, exactly. She's so pretty. Well, like you, I have my own reasons for being here. Anyway, please stop in often. By the look of it, you could certainly use it. I just love that I love that in your first meeting she calls you Stinky. She's just so my flavor of mean woman. Oh! Hi, Dozer. Who's a good boy, Dozy? Woof. His collar says Dozy. Good boy, Dozy. Dozy wags his tail. I love Dozy. Oh my sweatheart. Got it. Have a nice day. Your pockets look a little light, Chula. Why don't you come back when you have 100 tesserae, she's mean and pretty.
Hello, Chula. Out exploring the town? Mistria has a number of historical sites you may come across on your travels. This area is the hotspot for archaeology, you know. If you notice any raised areas on the ground, try using a shovel or pickaxe on them. You never know what you might excavate.
I love him. He's such a nerd. He's such a dweeb.
The name's March. What do you want?
I'm Chula, the new farmer in town. Actually, no, I'm gonna be mean to March. I also love March, but charming.
You must be this farmer folks are talking about. Regardless of what Adeline says, we don't need an outsider to come in and solve our problems for us. We have everything under control. Just don't get in the way.
He's so mean too. The oh-ho-ho reminded me of a character in Omori. Yes, Sweetheart. Sweetheart was my favorite character in Omori, actually. I wonder why Sweetheart was my favorite character in Omori. Hold on. I wonder why. I wonder why Sweetheart was my favorite character in Omori. I wonder why. Oh my gosh. Let me fix that. Oh. March is an androgynous icon, yeah. Yeah, he's great. He's actually really muscular.
Whoa, are you that new farmer everyone's talking about? That's super cool. Nice to meet you, Chula. The name's Ulrich. My brother and I live at the blacksmith's. I hope we can be friends.
I
I have a little bit of an Arrow Ace headcanon for Ulrich. Because, like, he seems like he'd be the most dateable man in town, but he's not. So, I'm like, you know, that makes sense. Oh wait, your tuber has a tail? Yes! Yes, I do! I have a little tail. It's just hard to see because it's at the bottom. Beep. I also tilt like this. It's so cute. I love it. Be right back. Gonna have dinner. Have fun Fields of Mistria. Will do. I will have great time. It is so cute. Yeah. Tal doesn't do models that tilt like that anymore. Sense has swapped styles to one that's a little less, like, extra. But I'm really glad that I have this tilt style because I think it's super cute. Infinity Train! That's where I heard the name. I love Infinity Train. I am still mourning its loss. I like, Infinity Train deserved better. Infinity Train deserved so much better. So much better. Goodbye for real now. So long, I'll see you. Whee! Gosh, dinner. People in different time zones. Infinity Train was just so... I really wanted to see the Amelia movie. I just was really invested in Amelia's storyline. Not only was I invested in Amelia's storyline... Sorry, one moment. I'm actually gonna have to... One second. Okay. I can't remember her name, but I was also really invested in the kid's storyline. You know, the little blonde kid who was also one of the monsters. Yeah. That was my favorite season though. Grace was my favorite Grace is my favorite character. Oh, Grace. The world doesn't deserve you. Dandelions. I hope the creator gets a chance like Dana Terrace. I would love that. I feel like the creator didn't have enough, because I know there was supposed to be 8 seasons, because, you know, Infinity on its side would be 8 with Glitch Productions. Oh, with Glitch Productions. Ah, well, you know, they're such a good director that I feel like that they're the kind of person that Glitch would pay attention to.
Hello, are you the new farmer that everyone's been talking about? I hear you'll be helping to raise Mistria's renown. How splendid! It seems we share a common goal. You can call me Errol. I'm the curator of Mistria's brand new museum. I hope you'll consider donating some items. It's a great way to earn renown. You'll even receive rewards for each collection you complete. Let's support each other's efforts for Mistria, eh? I'll be rooting for you, Chula.
Hehehe. And there's nobody else in there right now, yeah. Nobody there, nobody there. Oh, I gotta go see the chicken! My favorite character, the chicken. Okay. So I've gotta go see the chicken, and I have to see the fisher woman, and then I've got the blacksmith people. Yeah, Mistria! Hello, Oz! I'm just starting a new file for stream specifically. Wow. These days, 3 seasons is a lot. Well, that's specifically because a lot of companies, they set up their contracts to be for 3 seasons, and then they cancel it before season 3 actually happens to save money. Because they're, the contract situation, how do I explain it? They're set up for royalties. You get royalties for 3 seasons of work. And by the 3rd season, you get, like, bonus money, I think. But things like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, they don't want to actually have to fork up the big bonus cash. So they just cancel it before the 3rd season. And that's why 3 seasons is a lot specifically. You'll see something get 2 seasons and that's the end of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Henrietta, my favorite character! This chicken clucks at you with a regal air. You're sure this must be the Henrietta, the Hayden's Prize winning chicken. Hey, chicken, who's a good chicken? Henrietta squawks and flaps her wings. You don't know Henrietta well enough to know if this is a good thing. I have some food you might like. Please. Please take my food. Please take my food. Henrietta seems to enjoy the snack you've brought her. Yeah! Oh, hello, first-time chatter Titan Gamer. Hee 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 hee. You're so brave. Oh, your tummy hurty. I'm so sorry. Chula thought you were offering food to Oz. No, I was giving food to the chicken. Henrietta deserves food. Henrietta deserves love and affection. But yeah, in 5 days, new Fields of Mistria update. Very exciting. Oh, can I? Yes, I can. They do let you swim now. Okay. She's still here. Nope, she's moved. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can never get through the entire town all the way in one day, I find. So I just talk to people as I get to them. Here we go. Hoo-hoo, peck peck. Feeding Oz chicken feed. Here we go.
Hi there. The name's Landon. You must be the one Lady Adeline was telling us about. My nephew, Rias, is about your age.
Or is it... Chat, do you think it's Rias or Reese? Because I've never been sure about this one either. This town is huge. It is huge. Very much. Trixie-ass behavior! Reese. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I believe that. Reese makes sense. Reese it is.
We sell everything from crafting stations and furniture recipes to farm buildings and home upgrades. Stop by anytime. Hey, you must be Chula, right? Nice to meet you. Welcome to Mistria. I'm Reese. I run the carpenter shop with my Uncle Landon. If you have any interest in crafting, let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you some tips.
I like crafting.
I thought that might be the case. I'm sure you'll want things like fences and furniture for your farm, right? Feel free to use the crafting station near the town square. If you stop by the carpenter shop, you can also purchase some crafting recipes if you like. Anyway, good luck getting settled in. Let me know if you need anything.
Oz is here. It's the weirdest spelling for Reese I've ever seen. Well, I mean, without going into details, my name has some weird spelling too. Not the Chula, but the Cayenne part. So I'm used to odd spelling names. Let's see. Did I lose track of Fishing Lady? I did. Oh, she's back at the beach. That explains it. Well, I guess I'll run into her tomorrow, because that's too far of a walk for me to get through tonight, I think. But I'll grab Elsie, who seems to be in the manor. Back because dinner got postponed for 10 minutes. No problem. Welcome back, Demi. Hee hee hee. In we go. All right, Elsie, where are you? Aha! Well, you're not. You're your island. Here we go. One of the new things that they're adding to the new update is that Elsie will give you tips about good gifts to give people. So do you actually have to say people like the pepper? Well, here's the thing. That joke came from somewhere. It came from me because I do that, yes.
Oh, I was in the studio the other day and people weren't sure how to pronounce my name, so yeah. That did come from somewhere. Oh my, now who do we have here? Chula? That's a nice name. My name is Elsie. I live at the manor house with my niece and nephew, Adeline and Ayland. Their parents, Barrett the Baron and the Baroness, spend most of their time in the capital, especially these days. I once did too. What grand times! But spending time in Mistria, you really start to appreciate country living. Well, be sure to stop by for a chat anytime, dear. I can share the latest gossip and even some romantic advice if you need it. Is this lady dateable? No, I think Elsie, I can't remember for sure, but I think Elsie's a widow? So I guess it makes her technically single, but she's not dateable. Oh, so long, Beckett! Thank you so much for hanging out! It was nice to have you! Okay. What? Yeah, I definitely don't have the time to get to the beach. Not without running out of... What time do we pass out in this game? It's like 1 a.m., right? Or is it 2 a.m.? Well, she's probably asleep, actually. Yeah, by the time I get there, she'd be asleep. 2, okay. Yeah, so then that's not happening. I'll just clear out some weeds for the rest of the night.
Wee! Wee, Mistria.
I've missed playing this game. I've just been so busy, and this seemed like a great excuse to get to play it again. This is one of my... I really do like it so much more than Stardew. Sorry, Stardew stans. I just really like it more. Not that Stardew doesn't have its merits. Okay.
Wee!
Man, I know they say write what you know, but Plaster couldn't have made better subject matter for Pizza Game. Oh, actually, a decent portion of I think the inspiration for it came from a conversation that Plaster and I had when we went to, what was it, Anime Midwest back in like 2015, or was it 2014? One of those two. Where I'd been talking about how a friend of mine had wanted to make a dating sim. And I talked about how dating sims, a lot of dating sims always have the one route that's dark. Oh, and things like that. And it was a long-ass conversation, but I remember it really well because a few months later, I think Pizza Game went into being made. So, it was, I'm no longer friends with the person who had wanted to make that the other dating sim. We are not friends anymore. But I don't care about anybody in Stardew, but I love everyone in this game. Exactly! That is exactly why I like this game more. Is because the Stardew characters' personalities are just so one note in comparison. But everybody here has so much going on. There's so much life in the way the characters are written. And we get to, like, know a lot about each one of them. I think the best addition that this game did to the genre was the Sunday night tavern nights where you get to see everybody hanging out with each other. Oh, I love the tabletop groups. They're always so fun. They like each other, yes! The whole town feels real and loving, exactly. And even the mean characters, even the characters who are a little bit of a bitch, they still have things going on. They still like each other. They still get along, you know? Even while being rude, you know? It's just, there's a lot of heart in this game.
Ah, good morning, Chula. When I was here the other day, I noticed something suspicious about this tree.
I believe it's covering old stonework.
Oh yeah, another thing that we're getting the next update on the 10th is a certain Calderus is gonna have his form soon.
Looking forward to it.
It's probably because there's a new biome in the mines.
As the head of the Historical Society, I thought I'd investigate. But this old bark is proving to be surprisingly tough.
It's because you're a twink, Island. It's awfully early for this kind of thing. Actually, no, I'm gonna ask about the Historical Society. I'm gonna be nice. If I ever play this, I'm giving the Mean Girls Valley Girl voices. That would be really funny. I could swap away from the Ojo-sama for Juniper into a Valley Girl. I think that would be really funny. That's such a funny take. I could do that.
That is to say, Errol, Tarithia, and Ulrich, when he can remember. I'd be delighted if you joined us. I think I need a moment.
Let me take a swing at it. Something I dislike about Baldur's Gate 3 is that the party members don't have dynamics or relationships with anyone other than the player. Really, they don't? I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but that's actually surprising to me because it seems such a well-beloved game, but that's also the same reason that I haven't played it. But it's the same reason that I hate Octopath Traveler, is that they just don't talk to each other. They don't feel like people with each other. I have very little reason to see other sides of their personalities. It's a shame.
Oh, by all means, here you can have my axe.
How would you put a Valley Girl spin on an Ojo-sama lab? Oh! Probably like that. It's just the ending of the hose would be a little different.
Incredible! This is a statue of Calderus, the mythological guardian of Mistria. Our ancient ancestors used to worship statues like this one. What an incredible find! Shame about the head, but with a little help from the newest member of the Historical Society, I think we can see him as good as new. If you would, Chula.
Calderus.
There we are. Don't you just love that sense of achievement? I believe that reconnecting with Mistria's past is the key to our future. This has been the most productive morning. Thank you for all your help. Please keep the axe and let me know if you stumble upon anything intriguing. Any intriguing archaeological finds yourself. I can't fucking read. I'm so sorry.
Bruh, it was just behind a single tree. How did you miss that? Well, I mean, if nobody's been living in this farm for a long time, then nobody's really hanging out around here. The statue has a dignified presence. It almost seems alive. Uh-huh. Mail. Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. Ooh. Okay. Museum time. I really love how you get lore and history lessons from the archaeological finds. Like you learn about the other countries. Yes! Yeah, no. There's a lot of fascinating things. There's a lot of world lore. It feels very... There's more than just depth to the characters. There's depth to, Haha, in the beach. Okay. There's, like, depth to the world in general. Lots of world building. Very good stuff. Oh, I need another sippy. I'm thirsty. Beep. But, Pear, if you like Stardew Valley, I do highly recommend this game. Oh, the one thing of note is that this game is technically not finished, though. It's been in early access for about half a year now, but it has had one big update so far, and it's about to get the second one soon, so... Wahoo, Chula! Hello, first-time chatter, Ralph Bat! Nice to have you! A really good feeling world is not something I'd expect for a game like this, but it's very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the team that made this saw a lot of what this genre was missing and has put the effort into fixing it. Wahoo Chula! Oh, she's not in here. Did she move? Oh, no, she's on the beach. I'm sleepy. As one does. Whee! Okay. I've been looking forward to more festivals, because only the Flower Festival had been around before, when it first came out. It would be really funny if all they fixed from Stardew Valley was Grandpa's bed. I think people would be angry now if Grandpa's bed was fixed. I feel like the fucked up Grandpa's bed is a staple now. You can't change that. It's gotta stay. Oh yes, Terithia's great. She has a fantastic design. If I remember correctly, she has a situationship going on with some other characters, I think with Landon and someone else, so she is not dateable.
Ahoy there! I'm Terithia, and who might you be?
Ah, that's right. Adeline mentioned her plan a while back. I didn't realize someone had taken her up on it. I run a little tackle shop by the beach. I sell fishing rods and small selection of freshly caught fish. Feel free to stop by!
I've been thinking of developing a farm game. If you do let me know, I will play it. I love this genre so much. Like, hands down, I would play that shit immediately. It's just such a fun genre. Oh, I'm out of room. Well, I'll come back and get that later. It's fine. There's plenty of berries around. Oh, I should get started on, making storage. It's my favorite genre childhood game. The first Harvest Moon game I ever bought was in, I don't have the space for these yet, was right before a big long road trip to West Virginia. Oh, well, I mean, pardon. It was an area that's similar to the West Virginia here. Anyway, but it was like somewhere between a 12 and 18-hour drive. And I had just purchased it because it looked interesting and I was young. I was maybe 8, 9, 10 range. I was probably 10. But I had bought Harvest Moon DS Cute. It was my first Harvest Moon game. And I could not put that thing down the entirety of that vacation. It was so great. It was so great. Now in hindsight, now that I'm an adult, I know that game in particular is garbage. Specifically because of the sheer amount of hoops you have to jump through to get married. Like, it's kind of insane. But they had a lot of good ideas. They had a bunch of good ideas. Alright, I should get myself some wood so I can build a storage chest. But I do want to make my farm cute this time, because I just almost never put effort into making my farm and house cute, so I would like to do that. Hee hee hee. I would love to see what characters Spectral Fusion would make for his farm game. Me too. I'm curious. Oz makes really fun characters. I'm sure at least one of them has to be a gremlin. Since Oz specializes in gremlins. Hee 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 hee. All right. But cozy games in general are just my favorite genre, overall. I'd rather play something just nice and pleasant to be in than a high-stakes platformer or fighting game. I like dating sims too. I like dating sims a lot. I probably won't stream those though. Oh, I'm out of energy. Oh, yeah, that's another good thing about this game. Is that when you're out of energy, they don't punish you for passing out. They just stop having, you just stop doing things. That's such a nice touch. With the groundskeeper for a friendly reclusive vampire by chance. There's room for all sorts of game. I really like, another thing that I really like is, I've been really looking forward to this game that I backed on Kickstarter. It's called The Witch's Bakery, and it's basically a magical girl bakery for bread where you touch people's heart and has some Persona inspiration where there's like almost something like labyrinths. And I've been super looking forward to it. Let's see. I'm looking for functional. Here we go. Here's functional. Nope, I cannot make a chest yet. Oh, because I don't have enough money. I'm broke. I'm broke, bitch. But yeah, you make bread and connect to people, and the characters look really interesting, and also Yuri. It has Yuri in it. So I've been looking forward to that. Soup! My fave clip I made on this channel was Oz pointing out we had basically the same design, and yeah, I have that put on highlights. I highlight most of the clips that people make. Chula, the soup? What about the soup? Oh yeah, I can drink the soup! For more energy. For energy! I will do that once I'm out of this cutscene.
In my talks with Lord Island and Lady Adeline, they entreated me to concerning myself with objects from antiquity, as well as to use in the museum showcase and the many unique specimens of Mistria. To wit, if you could bring me not only your archaeological finds, but also the plants, insects, and fish of the region, I believe together we can create a museum that's one of a kind. Indeed, I will display the items that you donate so that visitors from far and wide can appreciate what Mistria has to offer. And do not think that we would be ungrateful. There is a generous reimbursement policy set up by the Historical Society, renowned in all kinds of rewards.
Would you like to view them? No, I know how to do this. Wahoo soup! Anyway, gotta go for dinner. Catch you, Demi! Thanks for stopping by! Let's get ready for an alarming variety of creepy crawlies.
Splendid as an official surveyor. Let me give you a small stipend to welcome you.
Money? Now I can make storage box?
Yeah!
Okay, no, I was going in here for a reason. Let me do that. There we go. Take my lavender.
Have you met my darling, Island and Adeline? I'm their great aunt. Well, not by blood. Some of us are simply born aunties, you see.
What'd it take? Alright, I don't need to. Let me have that soup. I eat. I forgot you have to hold that. Whoa! Thank you! Alright, now that I have a stipend, I can afford a storage box. Because I won't be able to afford a, a bag upgrade for a hot minute.
So, box it is.
Wait, oh, I don't have enough crafting points for a storage box. Okay, fence it is. Well, I'll start with this many. That should be fine.
That should be fine.
Such power!
Here we go.
How much level up do these give? So let's find out. Oh, no, I'm still level 1. Okay. Nothing, I guess.
Reese!
Oh, yeah! I should, you know what? Let me put up a poll for a second. I'm gonna put up some of my favorite options that aren't island because I'm doing island and I'm gonna be pursuing island in my main file, and I will see what people want to do, who I should be pursuing for this file.
I want to know what y'all want to see. Creator dashboard.
I didn't have a poll set up before now, so it's going to be one now.
Let's see.
Do you have a community Discord? Not yet. I wasn't sure if I was big enough for one yet. On top of that, I would have to have I would need to make sure that I got some mods, and I can't really afford to pay anybody for that right now. So, but I guess if people volunteered to be modding, that would probably be fine. So, wait. Okay. And I'm not going to allow additional votes on this one. March. Phelan. Juniper. Valor. Those were my favorite ones that I didn't end up pursuing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't really into Celine or, I think Celine is a little too not the character type that I end up liking. And honestly, I feel like out of the female options, Reina is probably the closest to a 2D character they have. Reina just doesn't have much going on.
Okay, poll started. Here we go. Is that visible? Yeah. There we go. Feel free to vote.
These are my favorites. But yeah, no, true. Discords are hard. Yeah. I will probably make one after I know it would be easier for notifying people that I'm going live to have one. She's just nice. Yeah, Reina's just nice and likes cooking. And that's about all there is. And I would like a little something more under there is usually my preference. I don't know who everyone is, so I don't think I'll vote. That's just fine. No problem. Oh, well, nice to have this be your first introduction to Fields of Mistria. Here's Balor. He looks like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle.
Aha! There's that fresh face. Hope the town's treating you well.
I do like Adeline, though. I do like Adeline.
Okay.
Now I have energy. Maybe they'll give her something in the final game? Perhaps. That would be nice. I'd like it if some of her events were a little deeper. But I also understand the idea of having just someone who's normal and nice. Because there are people who do appreciate that normal, nice energy. Ah, you saw Oz playing. Yeah, fair.
Okay.
All right. Right. I have the quest. Do I have to turn in my quest for everybody, meeting everybody? Because I've met everybody. Yes. Okay. I just have to go find Adeline. Let me do that after I chop down a few more tree things. 24/7 farm. Yeah. Oh, if you start, I'm actually supposed to end around 1 because I am planning on heading to. I have to go to the studio in about 1:45, 1:40ish. I could raid into you if you end up starting pretty soon. 24/7 farm time. So I've got about 20 to 30 minutes left. It looks like Juniper is winning by a landslide. Oh, now I'm out of energy again. But that's fine. Oh, Piff bounce!
Piff has some amazing emotes, I won't lie.
I can start putting up some temporary fencing. Since it is much easier to fence in your farm, your, like, growing area, than it is to fence in your animals. In my opinion. There we go. Good luck at the studio, thank you! I am going in for... Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't say. I cannot say. Alright. Where is Adeline at? Oh, over at the blacksmith. Hehehehe. Yeah, that's how I did it in my main file. Though, originally I tried to fence in my animals, but I was having a glitch where my chickens were phasing through my fence. And I was like, well, that's no good. So it's just easier to do the, fence in your crops. Turn in. You finished meeting everyone in town? That's wonderful! Congratulations on completing your first request. Here's your reward. Potato!
Go bother someone else, I'm busy.
I love March. Hello, Ace Gender Fluid and Tired! How are you doing? I do believe that I do headcanon that Ulrich is Ace right now. Good and Eepy. That is good to hear. I am glad. Well, not on the Eepy part, but the good part. Ulrich is so ace. Yeah. I shake hands with you. Oh, no, I'm out of energy. I'll have to plant those tomorrow. Oh, wait, no. I remember. Does this do the thing in Stardew where I can sit in bed for a little while to get some energy without sleeping? Does it? No, it does not. I've never tried this before, though. Maybe I'll go get a free soup at the inn. Free soup. Free soup. Okay. Sorry, Juniper. Yes. Quick talk. You know, it's also Chula is a former magical girl. Who is your toughest battle against? As a former doesn't feel great to hear, but you know, I guess I have to use the former terminology if I don't have access to my mana right now. Perhaps magical girl on a temporary hiatus, and I would say probably the one that led to my death. But that's kind of a hard conversation. She was a very, very tough opponent. And I can see why when you're made, you're more or less created, born to be that strong. But we can't win them all. I don't think she even has a name of her own. The one thing I regret is never having gotten to speak to her on a more personal level. I think it would have been nice. Yeah, Chula dead. Yeah, I did die. That's kind of one of the things that comes with being isekai'd most of the time is dying, but I'm here. Chula lore, yeah. Yeah, no. I guess I haven't talked about that yet, but I did die in battle prior to being here in your world. It was a long and tough battle. It lasted for hours. Both of us were pretty tired by the end of it, but she managed to win, and you can't win them all. We make do. I admire her skill a lot, even if it was something that was more given to her than she worked for herself. In another world with my tail and Seifuku. Yeah. The Seifuku came from here. This isn't even my magical girl outfit. I can't transform right now. But I've been slowly trying to regain some of my mana, so maybe in the future I can show off what my magical girl fit looks like. I just really like ribbons. Oh. But it does look like Juniper is who we're going to pursue, so I will work with that. Juniper really likes frogs, did you know that? I guess to be expected, since she is a witch. Chula, did you ever have a villain arc? Yes and no. That's complicated. that's a complicated question. In this body, no. But I wouldn't want to talk about any of that. In this body and in this memories, no. But I wouldn't really want to talk about any of that without permission from some of the others in my group. After all, it's very much their story as much as it is mine. What was your magical girl weapon? I had a big galaxy staff. It's this really long staff that had a star at the end of it. And I could ride it like a broomstick. So I could fly back as long as I had my staff. But maybe I'll try to summon it again when I get the chance to. I also really like frogs. Yes, you do, my dear Aaron. It's the guardian dragon, Calderus.
Well met, mortal.
You're the guardian dragon?
I am Calderus, the guardian of Mistria. Thank you for repairing my shrine. I have been asleep since... Well, I can't seem to remember, exactly. Even now, my mind is shrouded in fog. Magical essence has begun to flow again in Mistria, of that much I'm certain. I ask you to extend your assistance once more, mortal. I need you to collect this essence and offer it at my shrine, so that I may regain my strength. I hereby bestow upon you the ability to sense and collect essence. You should find it naturally when going about your daily tasks.
Would you like to view the skill perk tutorial? No, I know what that is.
Magical essence! Truly use it to transform! I should play more games like this, where I can collect more mana. It's a little bit more about... How do I put this? It's a little bit more about meditating, regaining energy through the natural forces of your world. Full moons especially. Which, by the way, there's one coming up not too far from now. But slowly but surely, I'll try to build up my mana again to what it used to be. I've missed it a lot. Who knows, maybe if I gather enough, Meeks can speak to you all again. Though that's one of the highest tier of mana use, to allow her to have conversation with other people, so who knows if I'll ever be able to manage that in your world. But I don't want to!
As the saying goes, if you don't want to be bound by a fate to a dragon, then you shouldn't repair his shrine.
You don't have a choice, buddy.
Sleep now, mortal.
But yeah, perhaps when more of my fellow Patchworks VTubers debut and have begun streaming, we can talk about some things, and maybe I can tell you some more things about myself. I just want to hold for now on some of the most important stuff. But no, there's a lot. There's been a lot. And I'm very grateful that I was given a second chance at life here. Because I almost didn't at all. Okay. There is a reason that I consider Tal to be a bit like the leader of this group, since Tal's done so much for us. Wahoo, Renown! Yeah, I'm excited. Are you going to start a YouTube archive? I actually already have one. If you check my About link, at my About page here on my Twitch, I have a link to my VODs channel. Oh, hi, Tal! Tal is here, actually! But I actually have a link to my VODs channel over in my About section. Yes. I have all of that. I've actually managed to archive every single thing that I've done so far, as this will also be. All right. Exciting. Okay, I go subscribe now. Thank you. That's very sweet. You're so kind. All right. Oh, it's almost Reese's birthday. I believe Reese does like wood, so I could just hand over wood if I remember correctly. I'm not looking at a guide right now for presents, but I do remember Reese liking wood. I had some like basic bitch presents that I remember giving everybody. Wahoo VODs! Ah, yes, my dear, thank you so much. Much appreciated. All right. Here we go. More mail. I'm sure you've noticed the state of the bridge in town when you arrived. I'd like to introduce you to a group that are spearheading the repair plan. Could you please meet with us at the bridge east of town? Adeline. How much money do I have? $350, not bad. Okay. Chula, what's your favorite food from our world? I really like bread. I love bread so much. We had bread in my world as well. We didn't have baguettes though. You have baguettes, and I really like baguettes. I'm very jealous. I'd love to take that back with me.
Greetings, mortal. The time has come for you to begin collecting essence. Essence will appear in the form of small purple orbs as you go about your day. Try activities such as farming, fishing, and mining. You'll be sure to find some. Use this shrine when you want to offer your collected essence. In exchange, I will use my restored power to grant you skill perks. These skill perks will serve to make life easy for you. I grow tired. Let us speak again tomorrow.
Baguettes are good. Sourdough is I'm partial to sourdough myself. We did have sourdough. Sourdough is my favorite, but we did have sourdough over there. I love sourdough. I also really like pumpernickel, but you know, there's not a whole lot that's been made with pumpernickel. But like if you get like a good vegetable spinach dip, and you make a big pumpernickel bread bowl, and you dump the dip into the pumpernickel. Good stuff. Me and my dad went to San Francisco when I was a kid, and they have good sourdough. I've never been to San Fran. I will keep that in mind, though. San Fran is one of my places I'd like to go, because I know there's lots of seals there, and seals are adorable, and I'd like to see them. Okay. What's up next? I'm supposed to go to the bridge. Oh, yes, and here. Do a bro a favor. Talk to Ulrich. Request for wood. I can do that. Money! Close. Money! Oh, I want to go back with my dad now that we're both adults and compare. Yeah, you know, things are different when you get older. The memories that you've had. It's one of the reasons ugh. There's places I'd like to go again if I could. But life is not that simple. Okay, one moment. I did get to go to NASA recently. The NASA Museum. And my grandfather, back in my old world, he helped supply the mana that was required to build space shuttle rockets, or you know, our version of it. But they're very powered on mana more than anything else. But so it was really, really interesting to see how rockets are made in your world. Space magical girls, let's go! Yeah!
Here we are.
So you must be the black... No, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one.
I just help out around here. I'm actually used to be a miner. Then the earthquake hit and we all had to close the mines. If you want to know more about the mines, you should talk to Errol. He used to be the mine's foreman, but now he's our museum curator. I respect him a lot. He's way chiseled. Oh, that's right! I wanted you to have my old pickaxe. Breaking rocks is a great way in getting toned. It's a little old, but it should be strong enough to break small rocks. If you want a stronger pickaxe, you'll have to forge it or buy one from us here. I'm glad you'll be putting this one to good use. These days, I help out my little bro March around our family forge. He's a great blacksmith, but, he's a little, well, not, like, great with other people. Ulrich, are you out here? I need... what are you doing here?
Don't you keep up! I'm here on a special request! I'm gonna be mean to March whenever I have the option to.
Oh, if getting a handout from my brother counts as a special request, I'm not sure I'd go bragging about it. Ulrich, come to my room after you're done seeing Shula out.
Rude.
Sorry, he doesn't mean it. So, as for my favor, if you could, like, give March a chance, that'd be way cool of you. He doesn't have a lot of friends. I'll talk to you later, Chula.
My grandfather was a famous lawyer. He almost represented one of our presidents. Luckily, famous comedian John Mulaney's father represented him instead. Really? Wild. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm honored to have come from a space background. I think it's one of the coolest things that has ever happened in my family.
Hey, watch yourself around the forge. You'll get burned if you're careless.
Okay. Now I gotta go to the bridge. Oh, here you are. Take my wood. Yay, money. Hello, Juniper. I don't think I have anything that she likes right now. True story, my bio grandfather was a rodeo champ. That's so cool! That's really cool! Yeehaw! Josephine's got something new to fuss over. My lineage is just fruits. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, let's see. Here we go! Bridge!
Chula. We were just getting started.
Adeline, you know I'm up for it, but this is a big project. You can rely on me to keep Mistria supplies with basics until the construction is done, but I can't work miracles. Without the bridge, I can't get my wagon in and out of town, and there's only so much I can carry on my back.
I've allocated all the resources I can for this, but the earthquake relief from the capital hasn't been as robust as we'd hoped for.
I've talked it over with the other merchants in town. We're happy to contribute funds. You've got our backing.
That's wonderful to hear, Nora.
However, with the whole kingdom in dire need of repair materials, we can't afford the inflated prices on stone and wood until we'll need...
I suppose I could lend a hand. I knew you were the right person for the job.
Gathering materials locally would definitely speed things up. That farmland of yours is loaded with high-quality stone and timber, Chula. If you're willing to do the gathering, we can compensate for the materials.
By my calculations, 60 stone and 60 wood should be enough.
Sounds right to me. I'm sure you'll come through, and with a repaired bridge, we'll be able to get back to the Saturday market up and running again.
I'll set up a donation box here at the bridge for you to deposit any gathered materials. Come and talk to me when you're finished, and we'll begin the repairs.
We're counting on you.
I mean, technically, I'm a magical rock from the beginning of existence that struck a woman falling from space, resulting in me becoming a human baby, but that's a secret. Impressive lore! Genuinely impressive! You know what? Hold on, let me just... There we go. Organize that. Beep. I have a lot of cool family members. But really, I do think that the helping with the rockets, the mana for the rockets is definitely the coolest out of my family. Cause my dad is a statistician. He crunches numbers. My mom's a professor. She teaches classes. That's very cool. But then the rest of my grandparents are pretty normal. Bye, Chula. I have to go now. Have a great rest of stream. Bye, Star. I'm actually pretty close to ending, so I should cut that very soon. Yeah, at most I can stay for maybe like 10 more minutes at most. I'm trying to think if I have any easy gifts I can give to Juniper. Does Juniper like flowers? I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. It's a long-term project to make my own avatar, but the lore I have so far is that I'm an inept space bounty hunter. Ooh, you might get along with, oh gosh. Sunny Explosion? Man, I hate when people crunch numbers in front of me. You're supposed to let them melt in your mouth. Ooh. Yeah, Sunny Explosion, I think it might be Explosion rather than just, Explosion, but I highly rec. She's pretty funny. She's like a space pirate. I have a human that I could make into another model. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. I can get sawed just about anywhere in any season, so I'm gonna keep the fennel instead. Weep. There we go. Oh, yeah. 5 whole rock. Are they an AU pair? Oh, he's Lord. Oh, half demon, half angel, so a Nephilim. I know of Nephilim. You know what? I don't need this much fiber. Trash with you.
Hey, an ad for the Vixen game that Vixen won't play. Wait, which game is it? Oh, I have a subscribe. Thank you so much for Fayhaven. That's very kind of you. Ooh, I'm actually really close to my goal. I was planning on getting another new emote once I hit that. That's actually will be 15 subs for me. Thank you very much. Ooh. With this game, it feels like mining is kind of the most important thing you can be. Oh my gosh! Thank you again, Faye! Well, hey, I guess I'll contact Knightley later tonight so we can get that dumb emote that I wanted to do. Ooh, we've reached the new sub goal! 210. There's not a whole lot of rocks around here, so I think I'll have to go back to my regular farm. Yeah, probably. That's fine. I can do that. Nephilim are half angel, half human. Oh, really? I could have sworn they were half angel, half demon. I guess not. Huh. Just expressing the opposite of Wahoo ads. Oh, no. Okay. My screen froze for a moment. Out of energy. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Hello, Errol. We play Dragons and Drama at the inn once a week! Yeah! DM!
That's Dragon Manager, or Drama Maker, whichever you prefer.
Depends on which lore, I think. Like, I think they're half angel, half demon, and Darksiders. I see. The double lariat! Oh, it's a little roly-poly! I don't have a net yet, a bug net yet. I think you get that from Luke, eventually. I'll make a stop at the... Hi, Valor. Hello, Reyna. It's just when I see them, it's mandatory. I must speak. That's one of the ways that I get the most hearts in general this game. What island? Is that why you're romancing them in your personal file, Chula? A little bit. It's definitely a portion. Not the only reason, though. I really enjoy, like, feminine boys and twinks. And also, he's just, like, a really lovable nerd. Which I am also very into. Whoa! Fun fact, Dungeon Master is a copyrighted term by Hasbro. Really? I know it's always been a bad thing that Hasbro bought out Dungeons & Dragons. I don't like that they did that. Huh, man, they copyrighted a lot of stuff, huh? That's a shame. Every other game has to use GM or something. Bummer. Hasbro's a little evil, in my opinion. My personal opinion. Okay. I suppose... Hi, Del. I will grab some soup. Soup for my soul. He cute and like history. Exactly. No, Phelan, come back. Oh, conversation.
How'd you like that sandwich I packed for your lunch, sweetie? It keeps getting better. What are you putting in the relish? What's your secret?
Minestrone? Yes! Munch. Let's see if there's anything. No, too expensive for me. Man, it's not like I'm gonna hear the Hasbro sirens outside my lair for violating copyright. That's fair. It's not that bad. Clay. I know for a while they were trying to make it so that you can't, like, stream any D&D, which was very controversial, given a lot of people got their, livelihood from that. But, they've made a lot of choices that were not great. I don't trust Hasbro. Oh, you know what? I should go see how much the bag upgrade costs, because if it's only 500, then I might be able to get that pretty soon. I need money. Oh, is the bag upgrade not available yet? Oh, yeah, there it is. Ah, it's 1,000. That costs so much. It'd be a deep pull if there was gazpacho in the soup pot. I wouldn't be surprised if they had that at some point in the game. I didn't interact with the cooking mechanic much in this game. Just because it felt like mining was so vital in this game. Like, it is so the first thing you need to be doing that I hadn't really done much with it. Okay. Eepee. All right, after this day is over, which it's about to be, I will probably stop there. Time sensitive, sharp flex. Where's the one? Oh, it would be in archaeology, wouldn't it? Unrepeatable. Sunken artifacts. Which one is for mining again? It is archaeology, right? I think. That'd be really funny. All right. That's probably all for the day. I will give Reese some wood tomorrow. Gotta go get groceries anyway. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for streaming. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you for the subs, Faye. Have a wonderful day. Oh, perfect. So I will wrap up now, just to say my little goodbyes and set things up to raid you. Ugh. Mystery to Mistria communication. Okay, let me save. New rewards. Money. Excellent. Oh, and there's Reese's birthday. Mining in the cave. Ooh. New biome soon. So exciting. All right. Okay, here's my... Nope, that's the almanac. Where do we save in here? Oh my god, it's been so long, I don't remember. Here, is this the save? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'll leave this on this screen here for just a moment while we say goodbye. Thank you so much to everybody who came. I'm going to set up getting that little dumb emote commissioned so we can have that soon. And then I'll set up another sub goal, another 15 for another emote. Just to one at a time until I have enough money for more, you know? I'm really looking forward to it though. So thank you so much for coming. It means a lot. All right.
let's go raid the Oz. Set that up. Oh, and I can delay a little bit if need be as well. Here we go. Oh, I forgot I told Oz I was gonna raid them. I'll start with Oz this time, but I do want to get the chance to raid into Ozza at some point soon. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Repaying the favor. So, here we go. Let's start the raid. Boom! Thank you so much again for coming. Wow!
It begins.